It's Mary.
And Amma.
We want you to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below, you guys. Because today we are talking about how much it costs to live in Tanzania
and how much it costs to get here.
Yes.
Now,
take it away, Mama.
I know that everyone has a different situation, but I'm gonna say this right off the bat: for you to come here, if you don't have money coming in every month, and you don't have money that you're making online, I will say for you to come and be here for a minute until you can kind of figure yourself out and what you're going to do and start something online, you should really have $10,000. And that does not include the money it takes to actually travel here. That does not include the plane ticket. But if you want to come and be in a comfortable place and have the things that you need, at least for, I will say, a good, 3 to 4 months, have $10,000 saved up and come. That's what I will say. If you have money coming in every month, like some people are coming, they have some kind of pension coming in, say you have like 1,000 to 2,000, coming in every month, then okay, then I'll say, well, try to have, after you've paid for your plane ticket, try to have a good 3,000 minimum.
3,000, 5,000.
Minimum $3,000 to come. And that is if you're getting like, almost $2,000 per month, or maybe $1,000 to $2,000 per month coming in, right? Every month. You can make it work. But if you want to come and you want it to be easy, and if you're coming with a family, don't come here with less than $10,000. I know a lot of people have been saying a lot of things, but you don't want to be broke in Africa. You don't want to be broke in Africa. Where you don't have something, you just don't want that to happen. So
anything can really happen here, and
so
we have really learned that
So
here.
I will say anything can happen. Anything can occur.
Like we have not had water, we have not had electricity sometimes.
Go onto our channel that we talked about the water situation. Like anything can happen. Honestly,
you need to be prepared. Yeah.
So I just don't want anyone coming here thinking that everything is going to be a bed of roses and it's going to be easy and you can come here with some $500 or $1,000 and you will be fine. No, it's not. That's not how it's going to be. Now there are some, I know that before we got here, I had actually listened to someone. I don't even want to give any names. Oh, our water is here.
I hope that's our water.
That is our water. It's here. It's one water. Is that for us?
I think so.
It's not for us.
They're coming back.
That is for us because it's only one water.
It's supposed to be 2.
No, it's supposed to be.
And then I think they're returning.
No, it's supposed to be 1.
No, it's 2. I told Ina to tell them 2.
Yeah, but they actually. Well, I think it's the first guys who were supposed to bring 1. So maybe they got embarrassed after he cursed them out today, and was like, let's just come and bring the 1 before it's a problem or whatever. You may have to go open the gates for them or something. Anyway, I think they're here, but yeah. So I don't want to give you guys any false thing because we just got here, So I will say $10,000. Have your $10,000. Take your time and save up money if you want. And I have some friends who are trying to get over here. At least 4 different families, and so I've let them know. They want to come here. In the summer when the kids are out of school and stuff. Okay, they are starting to save up their money now.
Yeah.
So save up your money, $10,000, and then come, and then you don't have to be stressed out going from, stressing. At least when you come, you're able to open your eyes to see what are the opportunities and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
So that's what I will say. But if you have it like that and you have money coming in every month, then okay, Minimum though, and if you're coming by yourself and maybe an adult child, if you come with little children, I will say minimum 3,000 to 5,000. Minimum is 3,000.
Well, let's say, okay, so how much do you
Minimum
think that
is
people,
3,000.
how much would you say we
If you
spend
had
a
money
month?
coming so this is how our stuff is. Now let's start with just some of the utilities. We told you how much the water was. You really have
It was like
to
22,000 shillings this past month. That's how much it was for us.
Yes.
But we've had to buy water tanks,
Which
which
is
was
about
40,000.
Yes.
So it was
per
about
tank.
120,000.
And that was because of the water situation.
Which
And you
there's
really
a water
need-
shortage.
You really need to go watch that video for that.
Yes,
But-
I'm going to link it below.
But without the water issue that we talk about in that video, it is like $10 a month, 22,000 shillings for the water.
And we're
the
doing a 5-bedroom
electricity-
home.
Right. For the
Yeah.
electricity, it's 30,000. I will say because we use like 6 to 8. I would
6 to
say
8
it's about
units.
30,000 for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's about 30,000 for 2 weeks. What's 30,000? That is like. Let me just say.
That's $13.
Okay, so it's about $13 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
$10 every month for the water. $13 every 2 weeks for the electricity.
Yeah.
For food, and for toiletries, meaning
Yeah.
like toilet paper, soap, and then food. We spend about maybe $150,000
$150.
150,000 t-shirts
For what?
for food per week.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
Food, and we get some comfort stuff too. We get some fast food stuff too.
Yeah.
So just put like 150,000.
That's about $65
so that's
a week.
That's $65 a week, right?
Yeah.
About $65 a week for toiletries. That's a little on the high end.
Yeah.
You can figure out how you do that. Like if we were doing very soon, I'm gonna go.
Because we get
on-
like fancy food. Sometimes we'll go ahead, we'll get chicken breasts, we'll get like maybe we'll go to Shoppers and we'll
Sometimes
get
you
like
do the
maybe
sometimes you actually
tortillas.
do the pasta.
I make pasta, shrimp here, or whatever,
so-
stuff like that.
yeah,
But
so
if you're
we
sticking
are-
to maybe rice and the local fish, and then maybe you're having fruits, you probably cut that bill in about half. So it
You
could be
really
about $30.
can. You really
And then
can.
you just stick
You
to
really
having
can.
water.
And I will let you know because very soon I'm gonna go on a fruit fast, so we can come back and do the food thing.
Yeah.
A separate video on that.
Yeah.
But just for right now, so we're having the $65 a week.
Right.
So times 4, that is like $260 a month
yeah.
for the food. Now the internet. The internet is very interesting. I think we did a thing on the internet, but we have to do another thing on internet, which I think we should do after this video. We'll do a separate one on the internet. But the internet is where we do end up spending quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Like it's right up there, I think, with the food sometimes.
And I think it's higher. It's almost about about $80.
But we're going to do a separate one on the internet. I think
It's almost about $100. I'm just gonna let you know for
we
that.
need to do a separate one on the internet
Yeah.
for you guys to look at. So we've done food, we've done electricity, we did a water video, we're gonna do an internet video. What else is there? The miscellaneous, you go to the beach. Well, we kind of added
I guess
your
what
beach stuff with her, because she
luxury-
goes to the beach. She goes out to
I
the
go
beach.
I go out maybe 3 times a week.
Right.
And to go to the beach maybe it's like 10,000
And
shillings.
to eat something there and all that stuff. I think that's kind of included.
I think maybe I spend about 30,000 every time I go to the beach. So it's about 90,000 shillings I spend maybe a week. And that's me just really being dramatic, because it's not every single time that I go and I get food.
Well, also when you go, I also ask you to bring something for me.
Exactly. So really, it's about 120,000, because I know she wants me to pass by to get her like a burger or whatever, stuff like that. So it's really kind of like
about 90,000. The 90,000 that you said.
yeah. Because sometimes I don't even go and get myself fish.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll go buy myself cassava, which is like this really good potato with like this tomato and then this
different.
seasoning.
That's a
and then
different
the sauce.
potato, but you boil it.
Yeah.
And it's a local. It's a local thing here, the cassava.
It's very, very good.
You have it. We have it in West Africa. I did not even know that they had it here, but they did. They, she found it. But yeah. So I think that's about it. Oh, we do have a dada.
Yes.
And we're gonna talk about. It's so important
to have a dada.
To have a dada, and we're going to do a video on things that you should get like as soon as you are landing, like you get it with your home.
It's about $87 to pay her a month, and we pay her about 200,000 shillings.
We pay her 200,000 T shillings. That is actually her price per month.
Yeah,
which is
then we give her about 17,000 for transportation. For her to go on the bus and then for her to take a boda like a motorcycle to come to our home.
So we have to add that in. So put 3,400 because 17,000. So it's 68. Okay.
Oh,
so
wait,
really
17,000 times 4.
It costs $268,000 268,000 T shillings. So how much is that per?
That's $116. We're paying that a month.
So we pay her $116 per month.
That's including her transportation.
That is really a really good price, and that includes her transportation.
Yeah,
and that includes her fee for the month. And
her cooking, cleaning. She does the laundry. She does the gardening and everything, and then she'll even go get groceries for us or whatever. And she even takes care of my cat Zen.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but I try to let that be my responsibility. If I'm being honest.
But she also has contacts.
Yeah.
She also has contacts. So in terms of like transportation, for example, if there's something that we have missed, we did not buy at the grocery store.
She has a boda guy who goes and gets it and then comes back.
Yes.
And I actually use him to take me. Like I have been riding the motorcycles every single day.
The guys who are on the motorcycles,
yes,
we call them boda.
The boda is actually called the motorcycle.
That's a motorcycle, right?
Yeah.
So she has this contact. And he will, if we need something from the store, we might say, hey, get us 2 containers of water or whatever. He will go to the store, get it, come back with it, use his own money to purchase everything. And when he comes back,
we pay him back
for that and also pay him for
his transportation.
His transportation. And
which is like 2,000 shillings.
Which is less than $1.
Yes.
It's less than $1 that we're paying for the transportation for him to go get these items and come back, because there's a store that's not too far away from the house.
Yeah, unless you're going to something further away, then it will cost a little bit more money.
Yeah, this store is about maybe 3 miles away, 3 to 4 miles away. So he goes, gets that for us and comes back.
Yeah.
And this is how much we pay, which so that helps out. So she has, your phone got messed up, like she has contacts as well.
Yeah.
She knows where to get certain things in terms of the fresh fish and all that stuff. And then the other thing, you can get fresh fish from the beach too.
Oh my God, I have been getting fresh fish.
Beach,
yes.
You will get some fresh seafood.
That's all I give my cat.
There.
I just give her seafood. I just give her fish and she loves it. She loves it.
And it's usually cheaper if you buy it at the beach.
Yeah.
And bring it home. So, living not too far from a beach. The beach is about 10 to 15 minutes away drive?
It's about 15 to 20 minutes away from the home or whatever and stuff like that. So, and it's like, it literally looks like in Budia Island.
Is that with the boda?
Yeah, that's with the boda.
15 to 20 minutes?
No, it's really 10 to 15, especially if he's speeding.
Because they can go in and out of traffic.
Well, they go on the dirt road.
Right, they go on the dirt road. But
so
if you go
quick.
with a car and you're in traffic,
it's about
15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But if you go with the guys on a motorcycle, which is what you do most of the time, that is like 10 to 15 minutes.
And the motorcycles are not bad here. Like, if you're nervous or scared to go on it, I would say go on it. I was nervous the first time, but it was so much fun. Like, I'm not even sometimes I tell them to go faster. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I really have been enjoying the motorcycles. Like, I just love it. My goal actually is to buy my own boda and be driving myself around. That's the next thing I want to do. So, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that, because I always used to say when I was like 10, I'm going to be this like total motorcycle chick, girl, or whatever, who has a motorcycle and everything. Yeah. I even have like a burn scar from the motorcycle.
Yeah, she got burned.
But it's okay though. I think it's going to be a cool scar.
Engine?
Yeah, I hopped out and the engine like burned me. Yeah. It was hurting for a while, but Mom told me to put ice on it. But I think it's going to be a cool scar, so I'm not upset about it. That's nice. But yeah, yes, I think
so
that's...
is that all for
I think that's
the
everything.
things we talked about? We talked about housing. We're going to talk about internet. That has to be a separate video so that you guys do not get confused. We talked about the utilities.
Yes, we sure
Pretty
did.
much it's just water and electricity.
That's the only bills we pay, plus the
That's
food
all bills, yes.
and everything.
Now, once a week when we go out to go get groceries,
it's about
or
60,000 to
whenever
pay
we
the
go to
Uber
get
guy.
groceries, it is 60,000 T shillings, which is about how much?
Let me see.
That's about $30 or something.
Bye. $26.
That's $26. So yeah, that's how much it costs.
But that's for them to take us literally. That's for them to have, like, for
Be
you to
with
have
you.
them the whole day.
Yeah,
And that's
It's
for them
really
to take
not
you to
the
almost like
whole
several
day,
different
but you
places.
can have them for the whole day if you're just out like that. For us, we take about 4 to 6 hours,
Yeah.
and but that's their fee. And
Yeah.
it's pretty standard.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard. Everyone is really charging that much. There's some, like the guy who we have known for a while, I think sometimes he just cuts us a break just because he wants to.
Yeah.
But I really don't like to take breaks like that because I know that other people, this is how much they're getting paid. So I like to just pay people, because with the inflation, the rise of gas prices and all that, I just like to pay them whatever it is that they're asking for. But yeah, the guy that we know, he usually charges like 50,000 or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes he charges 35,000. Sometimes he charges 40,000. But if he's not available because he's quite busy, we will take one of these other people we know, and they will charge 60,000.
Yeah.
So that has kind of been the standard. When we got here before, we were hearing that it's $20. Not that amount. It was $20 then. That was like last year.
Yeah.
And then you can have the person for the whole day. That's not the case anymore.
No.
No, it's 60,000.
Yeah.
So that's just it. So that's for the transportation, and that's it. You guys have.
So
any
how much
other
would you say that we
questions?
spend in a month? Like,
well, I mean, I think we have told them what we have. So I mean, I guess we can. Okay, well, let's go ahead and add it. That's fine.
we don't have to add. I'm just saying, just like a rough estimate.
Okay, so it's $515 for the house, but that has gone up. Prices now with houses, I mean, if you want a nice, decent place that's big, or you have family, just think maybe 600.
Yeah.
You might see places that are 500, 400. It just depends on what you want.
And we're in a 5-bedroom home with like a pretty
Okay.
big garden and everything. So that's really not a bad price.
I will say, go ahead and say, I'm just going to put 600. Because I really don't want to give anyone some pie in the sky. And then that way, when you do get the pie in the sky, you're happy. You're happy, you're grateful for that. But I don't want to give and say, oh, it's $250. Now, when we came, we did see a place for $274. We did. It was a 2-bedroom. It was attached to another apartment.
Yeah.
And, but it was there. It's not that they are not there. But, I'm sure these places are there. It just depends on where you want to live and how you want to live.
Now,
right?
but just
So
for
I
me
don't
to say, I want to say that what we spend in a month, roughly, I will say, is including rent, including everything that we've talked about.
Yeah.
I would say almost $1,000,
Yeah.
but it's less. I would say maybe $600 to $1,000. Rough estimate.
No,
And
because
we're including our $515, our rent.
yeah,
We're including our rent. We're including the internet. That's $100.
I mean, right now
we're including Dada.
$515 for the rent.
If we're including Dada, the internet. We're including the food. We're including the transportation.
Okay.
It's about $1,000 a month.
Let's just add it.
Just a rough estimate we were giving.
Yeah, because it's $515, right?
Yes.
And
Well, I mean, our rent is
said-
now $600.
Yeah, so we'd say 600.
600
right?
plus Dada,
Yeah.
plus the internet. Plus was it
Our electricity.
our electricity, which is 60,000.
Yeah.
I have no idea how much that is. That's what, $756. That's why I said about $1,000.
We'll give you an estimate. I'm actually going to. What I'm going to do. I think what we should do. I'm actually going to add it all up,
and we'll put it at the end of this video.
and then we're going to put it. We can put it at the end of this video.
Yes.
But I want to really add it up so I can really give you exactly how much it cost. And then that way, if you find something cheaper, then that is awesome. That's the icing on the cake. But let me just give you how much the bread cost. And then if you want to change it to a cake and add some sugar and some raisins and croissants in there, that's great. And if you have some icing on there too, where it's even cheaper than what we're saying, then that is awesome. But I don't want to give you some low price that's not the case, you know? I remember when we were coming here, when I made the decision to come here, someone had asked another person who had been here for a while, because I've been watching actually both of them, and they've been here for about a couple of years. And the person asked him and said, hey, you know, like for an American who comes here and who wants to live pretty comfortably, how much do you think that they will need, you know, a month to be very comfortable?
Yeah.
And the person said it was $175.
He lied.
No,
Well,
but he could be telling the truth, right?
If you're like living in the village.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
But the guy had asked if it was someone who is to be really comfortable. And the guy even said, you know, well, I spend...
I think it was Mark Meets Africa who said that, right?
God, we're going to erase his name. We're not going to say the person's name because I don't want to whatever. But the person actually said that he spent $500 for the past year. And that's how much he spent for the past year, right? But I think he was living with a family and living in a room with the family and whatever, so I don't know how much he was paying. But $500 he paid for the whole entire year. So it just really depends. You know what I'm saying? It just honestly really depends on how you would like to live, you know? When we came here, like, we don't want, you know, certain things in the house. The bugs, the salamanders, and all that stuff. But this friend that we have here, he's like, hey, I met this family, and they love the bugs and all the salamanders and all that stuff.
Well, she has a man. She has a man.
And she has
we don't have a man.
Well, the other thing, she has young children. Like, can you imagine when her brother was like really, like, not even, like, all the way through, like, his mid-teenage years. We had spiders in the house. He kept them. Like, he had this whole spider thing. He will have the female spider birthing all these babies. It was in the house. He'll have the ants and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it just depends where you are in your life. Then I dealt with it. Now, no, I don't want those spiders growing, and I don't want ants in the house. So it just depends what you want to do. Okay?
Yes.
So that is it.
Yes, you guys. But it is Mary
and Amma.
You guys just like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below.